Hi, today we are going to have an introduction to our Java technologies. I am Basuraj. So, in this session, we are going to see the introduction to Java, the history of Java, the features, the first program. This module covers the fundamentals of Java programming technology, starting from its origins and features to writing your first Java applications. We'll explore more Java platform independence, its features, and the major philosophy of Java is write once, run anywhere. That makes Java one of the most popular programming languages in the world. So, what Java is, where it is used, types of applications, and Java platforms. This is what we are going to study in this session. What is Java? As I told, it's a platform independent programming language, high level, robust, secure, and object oriented. General purpose language for diverse applications. Write once, run anywhere. That's the philosophy of Java. And Java's platform, Java runtime environment plus API provides you to run Java programs in any platforms, irrespective of any operating systems. Okay, so that is how the Java programs are very useful in the market. The key insight is that Java code is compiled into bytecode that runs on any platforms with JVM, makes it truly platform independent. Any hardware or software environment where a program runs is called platform. Java provides a software-based platform with two components, JRE and the APIs. We're going to see about what is JRE, what is API in the later classes. So where Java and all use, it is used for desktop applications, for web applications, enterprise applications, and the big data and cloud. More than 300 or 3,000 billion devices are using the Java applications. So desktop applications, as I told, the PDF readers, the media players, you have to install that application to your software and you can add your songs in the media players, or you can install your antivirus software to delete a malicious software in your system, which kills your programs. PDF readers, okay. So this kind of applications also can be done using Java. The next level is the web applications. If you are trying to become a full stack developer or a full stack web applications, Java is the most secure oriented programming languages which act like a backend for the people to extract data from various resources. Okay, the server side program like ICTC booking, Gmail application development, LinkedIn, Twitter, technologies include Servlet, JSP, Spring, Sturt, and hybrid frameworks. Mobile applications and ERP solutions using Java EE, Android apps are also developed using the enterprise using Java programming there. Okay. Big data and clouds, Java provides Hadoop technologies, Spark, and Kafka. For big data processing, cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, extensive Java SDK support for cloud native development. So if you learn Java programming languages, there are various opportunities comes to people. We can become a desktop application developers, we can become a web app developers, we can become a mobile app developers or enterprise application developers, or also you can become a cloud managers. Oh, sorry, you can become you can also work on the cloud technologies, or you can become a cloud develop cloud tools using the Java technology. Okay, so these are types of Java applications, the standard applications, the web application, the enterprise, and the mobile, as just now I have discussed you on the examples. Okay, and platforms, we have Java Software Editions, Java Enterprise Editions, Java Micro Editions, and Java Rich Internet Apps applications. Where Java, if you are want to start with the core applications, you have to go with the Java SE. If you are developing the web applications, you have to install Java EE. If you are making the Java 2 mobile editions, then you have to go for Java ME. If you are making a user interface APIs or gateways, then you have to make with the JavaFX. any IDEs, if you are installing, especially Eclipse IDE or installing, it is going to give an option for people what kind of what developers you're in, what editions you require. You have to select the particular application and you have to install over there. So for developing simple standalone and desktop applications, go with GTSC. Web app applications, go with Java 2 Enterprise editions. For mobile editions, go with Java 2. For a lightweight application user interface, go with even Java FX. These are four platforms where Java provides for us. History and evolutions, James Gosling is called as the father of Java programming. Okay, it was started in the year, this project was started in the 1991. Green Team started the project. Originally, it was called as a Green Talk and having extension as .gt. Later, it named as a Walk. 1995, renamed to Java and released. 1996, the first version of Java was released. 2010, Oracle acquired Sun Microsystem. It was originally it was by the Sun Microsystem. Later, in the era of 2010, it was occupied by the Oracle. Fun fact, Java is named after an island of Indonesia. The first copy was produced called Java Coffee. The team who developed the Java programming, they was having a copy. That copy name was Java. So then the developers kept the programming language as Java over there. So this is how the name Java has come into pictures. Okay, that's called the Green Team. James Gosling, Mike Sheridan, and Patrick Norton at Sun Microsystem, originally designed for small embedded systems in electronic applications like set-top boxes. So what do you use for the cable networks? In that set-top boxes, the Java was used. In 1981, it was started, and 1985 it was called first release. Why? Vogue was written. Vogue was already trademark for Vogue Technologies. So Java, after the coffee, was chosen as a fresh, memorable name. This is how the Java came into picture for us. This is the versions as I told from 1.0. The latest version is released on the month in the month of March 2026 in the current era. So Java usually for every years it keeps on updating. Okay, with a lot of features. Okay, right. So in the course we may start with Java 17 versions, and I may give the Java 8, and I may give Java 17 differences. Then we may use a little bit of Java 26, which is also. But I'll be most of the times for my application, because a lot of development work is still going on with Java SE26. Still, the peoples in the industries are using Java SE17 applications over there. So I'll be sticking on to Java 17 as and when it is required. We may switch on to the next versions also, but I'll be sticking on to the Java 17 versions. Okay. Since Java 10, Oracle released a new version, so for 6 months, March and September, LTS releases acquired every 2 years. Long-term support version, Java 8, 11, 17, 21, 25. These are long-term support versions. So as I told, I'll be seeing on 17 versions. Adopt LTS, the latest long-term support versions. That is what the enterprise typically uses. Key milestone, Java 8, broad functional programming. Java 21, it uses virtual threads for high concurrency applications. Currently, the version is 26 March, it was released. Okay. Features of Java. So it's simple and object oriented. Okay, right. Because it's very simple as C or C++. If you're from the C or C++ background, learning Java syntax, it's a cakewalk. Okay. And as you know, if you're from C++ background, already you learned the object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, what are objects, what are classes, inheritance, polymorphism, which we'll be discussing practically in the upcoming sessions. I just want people to go through the slides. Okay, the portable, and since it's a bytecode generations, any operating systems can use to run any Java programs. The same example, platform independent. Security, it's a virus-free programs. Java program doesn't get affected with the virus. So compared to the other programming languages like PHP was the first programming language was just for web application development. But since it's just script oriented, it is leads to a lot of secondary reasons. So even nowadays also, we may have any languages, but Java provides a vital role in developing the public applications or the dynamic applications. Okay, so this is how your first Java program looks. The class name called simple and the main function called static void main. Okay, so that is how you have to file the you have to set the program in Java. Then you have to run the program. Uh, you'll be able to get the output. If you're using the command interpreter, command line Java is a command. Java followed by the file name with the extension you use. Then Java program for running the programs. Okay, this are the two commands. When you install your Java applications, you have to go to JDK folder. There's a folder called library. You should be able to find these two files, Java and Java files. If two files are missing, then you'll be not able to run the Java programs, the core Java programs. Okay, so the class keyword is to declare the classes public, as the name itself indicates, to visibility purpose. Static keyword, no declared object. We were discussing whatever static in the future. Main is a starting point, as well as in C and C++, we have a main point. So, and string, the argument what we pass is a handles, command arguments, system.out.println, which is like a printf or a cout in C++, which is used to print the data, print the information onto the console over there. This is how the program, the Java program compiles. Actually, Java uses the interpreter over there, and it gives the bytecode file, .class file. Then it is going to JVM nation, where whenever as and when you use for Java, JVM gets inbuilt with Java applications. Then we can execute the program over there. This is how the compilation is happening in Java. Compared to C programming, C to object file and object to exe files. Okay, but here it's a .java, the source program, to directly to a .class files. Okay, that is one, the object-oriented programming. So it's called a bytecode file. It's an unreadable format where people can easily access an exe files. Exe files will lead to an vulnerable, lead to can access by hackers and maybe easily affected with virus. But .class files are going to overcome all these problems. Okay, so can you say by other names? Yes, if the class is not declared as public, we can give the program name also as different. Generally, what we do is that the class name and the file name we are going to keep same. But this is one of the interview questions. Just ask, can you have a different names? Yes, it's possible. Okay, so this is what we covering in the today's sessions. Thank you very much.